Growing up, my life was fairly normal until my dad remarried. My stepmother, Linda, came into our lives when I was 14, and from day one, it was clear she had her own agenda. She always acted like she was doing me a favor just by existing in the same house as me, and let's just say her parenting style was unique. Fast forward to my senior year of high school. I had worked really hard to maintain good grades and got accepted into my dream college. My dad was so proud, and he wanted to throw me a graduation party. Linda? Not so much. She thought it was a waste of money and suggested we just do a family dinner instead. By family dinner, she meant takeout pizza at home. Now, my dad's no pushover, but he's also someone who hates conflict. He insisted on throwing me the party, but Linda's disapproval was written all over her face. She'd roll her eyes anytime it was brought up, saying things like, "I guess if you're into that sort of thing," and "I hope you're not expecting us to do all the work." Ever dealt with someone who tries to steal the spotlight? Wait until you hear what Linda does next. The day of the party came, and everything started smoothly. My friends and family showed up, and everyone was having a great time, except Linda. She spent the entire morning complaining about how much effort she was putting in, which was zero, by the way, and how she could be doing something more productive. She also made several passive-aggressive comments about the decorations my dad and I had picked out, saying they were childish and not sophisticated. Here's where things took a turn. About an hour into the party, Linda decided it was the perfect time to make a speech. I assumed she was going to congratulate me, even if it was begrudgingly. Oh, how naive I was. Her speech started with, "I just want to thank everyone for coming today to celebrate this big milestone. It's not just a big day for my name, but also for me as her stepmother." Wait, what? She went on about how much of a challenge it was to raise a teenager who was so set in her ways and how she sacrificed so much to ensure I got where I am today. She even managed to squeeze in a comment about how we all know Linda's the real MVP here. The audacity of this woman knows no bounds. Who even does this? I was mortified. My friends looked at me with wide eyes, clearly unsure of how to react. My dad, bless him, tried to redirect the focus back to me by quickly cutting the speech short and leading a round of applause. But the damage was done. After the speech, Linda didn't stop there. She started going around to my guests, subtly shifting the conversation to her hobbies, her recent struggles, and how she's been so underappreciated. My best friend pulled me aside and asked, "Does she always make everything about her?" Yup, always. But the final straw came during the cake cutting. My dad had ordered a custom cake with a design that reflected my college and achievements. It was beautiful. When it came time to cut the cake, Linda insisted on doing the honors. She claimed it was a tradition in her family. Before anyone could object, she grabbed the knife and cut herself an enormous slice from the centerpiece. And just when you thought she couldn't stoop any lower, at that point, I'd had enough. I calmly but firmly said, "Linda, this is my graduation party. Can you please let me have this moment?" She looked genuinely shocked, as if I'd just insulted her. She stormed off, muttering something about how she'd done so much for this family and didn't deserve to be treated that way. After Linda left, we thought the drama was over. But oh no. The next morning, I woke up to a string of texts from her. She sent a long, passive-aggressive message to our family group chat about how she'd felt disrespected and unappreciated during the party. She even threw in a jab about how my generation doesn't understand gratitude. My dad, trying to smooth things over, suggested we all sit down and talk about it. But before we could even schedule that conversation, Linda took it a step further. She posted a rant on Facebook, painting herself as the victim of the rudest graduation party ever. She conveniently left out her own behavior and made it sound like I had thrown her out of the party for no reason. Imagine using Facebook as your personal drama journal. Cringe level maximum. The Facebook post created a ripple effect. Some of her friends and even a few distant relatives commented, offering her sympathy and criticizing me. Luckily, most people who actually attended the party saw through her act. A couple of my aunts even called her out in the comments, asking why she hadn't mentioned the glowing speech she gave about herself. In the days that followed, Linda went on a silent treatment spree with both me and my dad. At first, I was relieved. No snide remarks or passive-aggressive comments. But then she started punishing us in small ways. She accidentally threw out my college acceptance packet that had arrived in the mail and forgot to pick up some of the groceries my dad had asked for, claiming she wasn't feeling well. By this point, even my dad, who usually tried to keep the peace, was fed up. He sat her down and told her that her behavior was unacceptable. She tried to argue, but my dad wasn't having it. He made it clear that if she couldn't respect me and my achievements, she didn't have to be part of future celebrations. Finally, some accountability. Better late than never, right? After that talk, Linda backed off, slightly. She didn't apologize outright, but stopped making snide comments about the party. My dad and I grew closer after that incident, and he made sure to remind me how proud he was of everything I'd accomplished. Looking back, the drama was exhausting, but it also taught me a lot about boundaries and standing up for myself. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that entitled people like Linda will always find a way to make things about them. The key is not letting them steal your joy. Sometimes setting boundaries is the best gift you can give yourself. What do you think about Linda's behavior? Let me know in the comments below.